Evening all, Louise here with another episode of Straighten Your Crown Tarot. Right, I think I've had a couple of days. Have I had a couple of days where I haven't done a reading? And then bugger me, sideways, it all kicks off. So, what's this reading about today, Louise? I hear you say. Well, this one is going to be about Rachel Reeves. And tomorrow's I'm going to do Ben Habib's new party and Rupert Lowe's. It's not a party, is it, Rupert Lowe's? But I'm going to take a look at them too and see what's their potential for the future. Right. Cards today are the Ethereal Visions, Illuminated Tarot deck by Matt Hughes, and this is a treat. These are the prediction. This is a prediction deck by Trisha James Oracles. These cards were bought by myself, purchased by myself with the membership money of the last 2 months. 2 months, I hear you say? That must be a lot of money. Yes, they were bloody expensive. Cost me over 70 quid to get them to England. So, well, they were 50 odd quid plus 20 quid postage, so 70 quid for these cards. So you're going to have to forgive me if I wear them out over the next few weeks and months because I'm going to be using them. Right, let me move that out so I know where my parameters are. I think they're about there. Right, so let's have a little look. Rachel Reeves. So why Rachel Reeves? Right, well, I was logged out of my computer at work at lunchtime, and I logged out purposely because the work flexi time. So I logged out purposely so I could look at Prime Minister's question time. And after last night's welfare bill fiasco and the total chaos in the House last night, in the House of Commons last night, he stood there. Kemi Badenoch asks Kier Starmer, will the Chancellor still be Chancellor at the end of this Parliament? And he refused to say yes. He basically said, the Labour Party have achieved this and they've achieved the other and they've achieved this and we're proud of the Labour Party. He basically threw her under the bus. And while he was saying that, 2 tears rolled down Rachel Reeves' cheeks. So she's shed 2 tears for 2-tier Kier this afternoon. And I don't know whether she's going. I've no idea whether he's going to double down and keep her. Apparently Downing Street have had to come out since then and say Rachel Reeves is not going to be leaving her position. But then there's a lot of whispers about Pat McFadden has had his beady eyes all over the Chancellor position for a very, very long time. And if he gets it, he's not going to be any better, let me tell you. So let's have a look. Let's get a predictions card. Ooh, there's no oracle book with these cards. They are just self-explanatory. Ooh, all over the place. Yeah, she was all over the place. Now, somebody suggested that she might have had an allergy. Right. I suffer from allergies, and yes, it did look very allergy-like. However, my eyes go like if I've been bawling them out as well. But having allergies that bad don't necessarily mean tears roll down your cheeks. And you know, I was the thing that went through my head when I saw it. It was really, really obvious. Was why don't you wipe them away? If I'd got tears rolling down my cheeks, I would have to wipe them away because the sheer feeling of tears rolling down your cheeks, it's like for me it's uncomfortable. But she reminded me of a horse or some sort of animal that's used to having flies in their eyes. She looks buggered, she looks knackered, and do I feel sorry for her? I hear you ask. In a way, I do. Because we don't know what's been going off behind the scenes. I think she's been set up to fail. But mostly I don't. Because while she's been wielding the financial axe on us all, There's been farmers that have killed themselves. There have been people who can't see a doctor, get a dentist, people dying in hallways in hospitals. There are parents who can't feed the kids. There are businesses that are closing down left, right and centre. The people that pay most of this tax in this country are leaving this country in droves. So, no, I don't. And so on the one hand, I have some human empathy for it, but 90% of me is saying, well, cry me a river. We've got good outcome. Let's have another one. So for me, a good outcome would be that she would go, but a better outcome would be that the entire Labour Party would go, to be fair, at this point. Holding power. Right. Okay. So there's a good outcome. So Labour's going to hold power. Holding power. I'm going to keep those to one side. Where's my little doodahs? I've got 2 of these. I'll see if I can put them somewhere where the camera can see them. On there. Good outcome. Oh, hang about. Come on, stand up on your own. Good outcome. And holding power. So I'm going to bear those 2 in mind. What the heck am I doing? Bear those 2 in mind while I'm doing the tarot reading. Good outcome, holding power. Rachel Reeves. Suck it to us. So while I'm just shuffling, they've been shuffled already and all the usual stuff that you do before a tarot reading. But while I'm shuffling, so the prediction deck by Trisha James was bought with the membership money. And for people who might start to get on the high horse, go back a few videos when I first started the memberships about 2, maybe 3 months ago, when I said that the money raised from memberships would be put back into this channel. That's exactly what I've just done with these. Revenue from the ads goes to Bluebellwood Children's Hospice, as usual, and super chats and all that goes to Bluebellwood Children's Hospice only. So the only thing I take from this channel is the membership money, and every penny, I've actually spent a lot more than what I've earned in membership money, but every penny of that will be ploughed back into this channel to try and bring to you something different every now and again. And these sorts of things don't come cheap, so you know you might have to bear with the same cards for a while, and you've already knocked good outcome out of the way. What's knocked it? 2 of Cups. Oh, right. 2 of Cups. I'm going to put that there. 2 of Cups. Two of Cups. Right, there's been a deal done. Am I taking all 3? Right, let me just channel Reiki to these, see which one's going first. That one. King of Wands. That one. The Hanged Man in reverse. And the 7 of Wands. Right. These 2 together, I'm seeing that it is a takeover. There is a takeover, but this prediction card, this good outcome card, is along with these 2. I don't know why I want to do this, but I want to separate them like that, so I will do. This good outcome thing, as far as Rachel Reeves is concerned, we know she's an inexperienced economist. We know she lied on her CV. We know that she's incapable of doing the job. We've known it for an entire year, and it feels like he made this decision to put her into that position not realising just how incapable she was. And all this time there's been some, it does feel like there's been some what shall I say, strategic action, like military planning to get her out. And it makes me wonder whether the civil servants who are supposed to be the ones to give her the information, Bank of England and all these types of people, makes me wonder whether they realised how dire she is and they've sort of advised her to do certain things in order to tank the economy to get her out. I mean, that is a real conspiracy in itself. I'm not sure whether that's true, but as far as these two are concerned, there has definitely been some wheeling and dealing behind the scenes in order to get this outcome. I think she's going. I think she's going. I don't think he's going to sack her because that would make him look weak. He already looks dead weak already. It was a week from day one, ante. But I don't think he's going to sack her. I think she's out of her depth so far now that she can't do it anymore. Something's just reminded me. I did hear something on the radio earlier while I was cooking for tea, that there's some suggestion that Rachel Reeves had some personal issue. Now, if you've got a personal issue, they actually do let everybody know in the Houses of Commons when they're in there that someone's got personal issues, and they lay off them. So clearly they haven't been briefed on that. And so I think that's a load of bullshit, to be fair. But we'll have to see. So then we've got the Hanged Man in reverse. This is not self-sacrifice. This is not sacrificing yourself. So now I've said there's some deal to be done in order to get her out. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe when I look at these two cards, I'm thinking, no, it's a deal to be done in order to keep her in, and for her it's a good outcome, and she holds power. Because we've got this Hanged Man in reverse. Hanged Man in the upright would be self-sacrifice. In the reverse, it's absolutely not putting yourself on the line for anybody. And then we've got the Seven of Wands, basically batting off the opposition, batting people down, battling through. So it's, I don't know where she's going or she's not. I don't know if she's going or she's not. Because if I was just to look at those two cards and that one together, I would say she's going, but that's from my perspective, because I think it would be a good idea for her to go. However, I do think it would be a better idea if they all went, because just her going isn't going to change anything. We're still living in a shit show, whichever way you look at it. So, carry on, Louise. We've got, what's that? Can't read it. Oh, Four of Pentacles. Oh yeah, clinging on for dear life. She's clinging on. She's hanging on for dear life. There's this. She's got something on him. I think that's what this is. I think this is what this is. This is this backroom deals. I think she is hanging on to her position because there is some information. I think a lot of people have got something on Storm, I'll be honest. And then in the middle card, we have the Chariot, determined to move forward. She ain't going nowhere. Tell you now. She ain't going nowhere. Unless something drastic happens. Is that in there? I'm going to put that back because I can't remember whether it was upright or reversed, and it makes a massive difference either way. And if it's supposed to come out again, it will. That was the Four of Wands, in case you didn't catch it. We've got the Page of Wands. She's got some young allies. So what I would say with that is she's clinging on to power, and she's doing it through nefarious means. So she's doing it through questionable means, blackmail type of thing. I think that's what that's saying to me. That's what it's feeling to me. The look on her face, like, I know what you've been up to. You kick me out or tell me I've got to leave, and the lot's going to go. And I'm determined I'm going to carry on. And I've got my minions behind me. I don't know whether this page of wands is representing the younger backbenchers, the more, politically, more ideologically aligned to Rachel Reeves, because she is a Marxist. And then we've got the Four of Cups, disappointment. I don't know what's happening with these three. Right, I'm laying them out. That one. The World. That one. Six of Pentacles. Am I using that one? No. So we've got this. I've got something on you. I'm going to carry on. I'm going to continue to move forward. She's going to be offered something. She's going to be offered something. But she doesn't want to take it. She wants what she's already got in front. If she takes this cup, that means all this lot's going to disappear. That's not the meaning of the Four of Cups, by the way. That is how I'm intuitively reading this Four of Cups right now. It feels like there's all sorts of sweetness coming her way, and she does not want to take it. She's hanging on for grim death. And then we've got the World. The world is your oyster. The end of a cycle, the beginning of a new cycle. Things are beginning to change. Things are going to change. It's going to be a slow process. And then the outcome is the Six of Pentacles. Now, the Six of Pentacles is an altruism card. It's balancing out welfare, if you like, being charitable, if you like. It feels like, I don't think this is Rachel Reeves, though. I'm wondering whether this feels like someone coming to the aid of the poor. I don't know. More than anything, more than charity, it feels like coming to the aid of the poor. So this is a confusing reading. She may well go. So my initial thought was she might stand in front of a lectern, or whoever it is, and say she's leaving. But behind the scenes is all this rowing because she's got it. She doesn't want to go. And there ain't no way she's going to go. She's got a really big following behind her. This has been secret dealings, this. She's offered, like, I'm saying that's redundancy. Rest of your life, you'll get a massive pension. Just F off now and leave us alone, sort of thing. And she's going, all right then. She's offered a big enough sweetener that she does go. But there's a lot of backing and backwards in and forwards in the meantime. Confused reading this one, Louise. So come on then. Is she going or ain't she? I'm not taking it. Oh, let's have another prediction then. All right. I think my guys are liking these prediction cards. So come on then, prediction cards. A good outcome. She's holding on to power. And then what's the potential outcome? What is the outcome, please, for Rachel Reeves in the next few days and weeks? Not more than 3 days or 3 weeks, please. Because I don't want to be hanging on doing this again in another few weeks. Give us the likelihood of Rachel Reeves exiting the exchequer please. Quite nice to shuffle these because they are slippery, which is actually quite nice. That one. What we got? We have cyclone damage. Cyclone damage. Let me think about this. Oof. I think she will go very, very reluctantly. And unless their sweetener is a good one, she could be the cat among the pigeons. She could be the one that brings the entire government down. If she's the first one to go, she might be the first one of a house of cards to come tumbling down. So watch out over the next few days and weeks and see what happens. If she's still here by the autumn statement, I doubt whether she's going to be staying beyond that. Because as soon as that Prime Minister's questions was over, the value of the pound dropped significantly. We're in the shit. Economically, we are in the shit. We have been for a long, long time. So when she's talked about the 22 billion black hole, oh no, 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 my friends. It was always much, much bigger than 22 billion pounds because the both parties have been playing silly buggers for decades. And I think this is the beginning. It's all going to start falling down. I'm seeing it now. I'm seeing them all like dropping like flies. There's change coming. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. See you later. Ta-ra!